Myself, Bhushan Rameshwar Shetty, and I'm the research student with my research colleague Kumar Jadhav. I am presenting my research paper analyzing socialist feminism, revisiting Pandita Ramabai and Tarabai Shinde. 19th century, it's an era of transformation where you can find out the two Pandit were writing high caste into women and Tarabai Shinde, Stree Purush Tulana, the most contemporary situation, contemporary norm, and that's women has become the pioneer of Indian feminism. In this paper, I try to revisit the writings of Pandita Ramabai and Tarabai Shinde and emphasizing their intersectional dynamic of caste, class, and gender by situating their contribution within the framework of the socialist feminism. The study aimed to underscore the enduring relevance of their ideas, lessons they offered, and address the systematic inequality in the modern era. Gone through the certain literature, of course, I have read to the writings of the Pandita Ramabai and Tarabai Shinde. With that, I have analyzed that socialist feminism. In that theory, that is articulated by the socialist thinkers like the Irish Moron Young and Hartman, arguing that gender operations cannot be understood from the class exploitations. This perspective challenged the reductionist tendency of the both liberal feminism, which focus on the gender equality within the existing structure, which often view gender issue as a secondary class struggle. At its core, socialist feminism asserts that a gender operation is inseparable form of the class struggle. In context, the caste serve as a cultural and the economic stratifier, compounding the experiences of operation faced by the women. Feminist scholars such as Sharmila Rege, Anupam Rao have emphasized the importance of the incorporating the caste into the feminist analysis. I have used the methodology when we talk about this paper. So I have detailed analysis of the primary text written by the Pandita Ramabai, Tarabai Shinde. Key themes such as the caste, gender, patriarchy, social reforms will be identified and explored through the socialist feminist lens, which looks at interconnected of a gender, caste, class, and combination of the socialist feminism. Intersectionality allows us to see how the Ramabai and the Shinde's critics were not limited to the gender but extended to the way the caste and class reinforce women's subjugations. Their works remain significant today and offering the insight into the how social hierarchy operates and how the feminist movement can address multiple forms of oppression simultaneously. By revisiting their writings through this lens, we can better appropriate the depth and relevance of their contribution to the feminist thought and the social justice. When we talk about the Ramabai, she has analyzed how the caste hierarchy as compound operation for the women, while upper caste women were conformed of their homes and subject to the rigid norms of purity, and lower caste women faced both the gender and the caste-based exploitation. Surviving or enduring violence, she argued that some religious texts that directed caste purity also reinforced the famous female inferiority. By critiquing this text, she questioned the very foundation of the social norms and perpetuated both the caste and gender discrimination. She acknowledged the women, high caste women, while oppressed by the patriarchy, still benefited from the caste hierarchy that marginalized the Dalit and other lower caste women. This dual perspective is early example of what is called intersectionality. Ramabai recognized that the operation is not experienced in the same way for the all women. High caste women face the gender operation but still enjoy the social privilege denied to the lower caste women. This insight makes her work particularly relevant to the modern feminist discourse and about the privilege and interconnected nature of the social hierarchy. When we talk about the Tarabai Shinde in the Stree Purush Tulna that was published 1882, Tarabai Shinde's primary critiques in the Stree Purush Tulna is to the hypocrisy of the societal morality, which holds women to the stricter standards than men. She exposes how men are often excused for immoral behavior, such as independently and the violence, while women are harshly judged for the minor transitions. She thus questions why society ventures chastely to the in the women, but turn blind eye on the men's sexual promiscuity. Shidara Shinde critiques the patriarchal structure and their restrict women's autonomy and undervalue their labor and glory women's contributions. She the cultural constructions of a role, gender role, questioning the way women remain submissive despite their essential societal rules. Tarabai Shinde's critics align closely with the socialist feminist principle, which emphasize the interconnectedness of gender, class, and symbiotic operations. Socialist feminism argues that a women's liberation cannot be achieved through the discriminating the borders of the economic and structural that reinforce inequality. In Sri Purush Tulana, Shinde's critics economic dependence and the caste-based exploitation reflect the socialist feminism and understand how the operations operates on the multiple level. In the conclusion,